All right, guys. I am here to do Monday Night Raw recap. But before I get to that, I'm going to talk about some stuff. Um, so they said that Bandino, they said that he would like to go to WWE eventually. Right now, he's focused on AEW. But he said before he signed with AEW, he did get to go to Florida. He toured the Performance Center. They said they let him borrow a Camaro. He toured Florida, the state of Florida. He said he made a lot of good friends. He said I had a good time in Florida and with the WWE in the Performance Center. He said I definitely looking forward to the future when they go to the WWE. He said I met a lot of good friends. He said right now I'm focused on the AEW, but maybe in the future when this contract is finished, I might consider going to WWE. So there's that. We'll see. And then another thing was Eric Young signed to the WWE since November, but they haven't not used him at all, not in a single match. Hasn't even been backstage at all. That's kind of weird, man. Eric Young, he's been in the WWE since November. That's like 5 months ago, and they still have not used him. Who knows what the hell's going on there? But who knows, man? Eric Young's been signed since November. And then the last one is Logan Paul did say that he does like want to be champion WWE. He didn't really say like WWE champion or but he said he wants to be champion. So maybe like an Intercontinental or United States Championship, maybe something like that. I know a lot of people have said they wouldn't mind him being Money in the Bank, winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, winning the Money in the Bank briefcase this summer. So we'll see what happens, but I don't think it necessarily means he could mean WWE champion. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, let's get going and let's start recapping Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw this week had a lot of travel issues, man. A lot of people couldn't make it to the show, man. They said like the Miz, the Street Profits, Bianca Belair all couldn't make it. They said that even when they were landing, they're like, we don't need you anymore, guys. The show already started, and it's past year. We don't even need you anymore. That's fucking frustrating. Some of these guys flying like freaking all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, and literally after this long day of flights, not having, whatever, it happens. They had to open the show with Rey Mysterio because they had nobody to open the show with, man. I don't know why they just didn't start with Cody Rhodes. But, they start off with Rey Mysterio, kind of the same thing, or kind of repetitive. I think they're going to just do a bunch of these rematches for WrestleMania Backlash, and then they're going to move forward. I think they're saying that they're going to do the draft potentially the week after Backlash in May. So I think right now they're just trying to, get through this month, get the show in Puerto Rico, and then I think after that they're going to do the draft, and we'll have new, fresh storylines. Said, it was a good weekend for me. It was an honor to win the Hall of Fame, but it was heartbroken at the same time having to fight my own son. And then Dominic comes out, messes off all his lines in his promo. I don't think the fans realized. They were so busy booing him, they didn't even realize. He said, you need to keep my name out of my mouth. I mean, your mouth. And then he said something else about tell Bad Bunny to keep his nose out of my business, or keep his nose in my business, or that will. I don't know. He was messing up his storyline, his promo. But anyways, whatever. It pretty much was just like, you know what? At this point, I don't even care. I already fought you once. I'll fight you again. Let's have a rematch here tonight. Dominic's like, I'm not gonna fight you, but I know who will. And Finn Balor comes out. And then Finn Balor, man, with a freaking tear calf ligament and freaking 14 staples in his head, still wrestling, man. What a freaking tough guy, man. Freaking Finn Balor, man. And the match, it was a fun little match. At the end, Dominic uses the chain he wanted to use at WrestleMania. He uses it. He hits Rey Mysterio with it. Then Finn Balor gets him, hits the coup de grace. And that's how he wins, man. Good win for Finn Balor here, man. He needed the win. Especially after losing to Edge. Finn Balor needed this nice little win here, man. And then we get they show a backstage segment of Lita getting beat up, and everyone was wondering who did it. The first people that find her are Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Becky Lynch thinks it's them. He's like, what a coincidence. you guys were the first one to found her. It was you guys because we were facing you guys tonight in a tag team match. They're like, no, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. So then they're like, Becky's like, I'm going to have to go out there alone. And then Trish's like, I'll help you out. So Trish ends up replacing Lita. So now it's Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. And then let's see here. We do have the tag team match right away. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Good little match, I guess. Chemistry. I don't know if they were trying to pretend because it was like it was part of the storyline because the commentators said their chemistry is a little bit off because it's the first time ever teaming up, Becky Lynch and Trish. I just think their chemistry was off because I don't know. Maybe this thing wasn't planned. I don't know. It seemed like they were messing up a few times, but whatever. At the end, Trish Stratus goes for like a roundhouse kick, and she misses, and Liv Morgan gets out of the way, and then she rolls her up, kind of a weak finish, and that's how she wins the tag team titles. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, your new tag team champion. The finish was kind of weak, but whatever. And then after the match, obviously Trish was like shit. She lost the tag team title for them. Becky's like, it's okay, don't worry. She hugs her, and then as Becky Lynch is getting out of the ring to go back to the locker room, Trish attacks her. She can beat the hell out of her. She hits her with a roundhouse kick, and then she said something but we couldn't hear. I don't know why the camera didn't pick it up, but she said something to her, and then she just walked away. Then Byron Saxton tried to interview her, and she didn't say anything. Now they're saying that they might not have a match until SummerSlam. So damn, they're gonna really sit on this for a while. They're probably gonna get Trish some time off, and they'll have probably Becky Lynch doing something else, and she'll probably constantly still talk about it until probably like maybe around July. Trish will show back up, and they'll start building up their match for SummerSlam in August. But I think obviously this right, at least for until probably the summer, this writes Trish Stratus off TV. And same thing with Lita. This writes her off TV. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep moving forward. So they have a backstage segment with Bayley and Dakota Kai and Io Sky because I got put in a triple threat match tonight. If I win, I get a shot at Bianca Belair for the Raw title. If I win this match, it's going to give us more leverage, and I can give you guys a rematch for the tag team titles eventually. And then Io's like, enough of this. You had your chance. It needs to be one of us to get a chance at the triple threat match to become number one contender for Bianca Belair's title. So she's like, okay, let me talk to Adam Pearce then. So she instead, Sky replaces Bayley in the match. So good right there. So. And then we had this match was kind of good. It felt like a UFC fight, like an MMA fight. Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed, they're just beating the hell out of each other, man. They ended up getting counted out. It felt like Bronson Reed was legit tired at the end. He looked like a UFC fighter, like on freaking spaghetti legs at the end. I don't know if he got tired, like legit got tired at the end of that thing. But yeah, it looked like Bobby's just still swinging at him. The security and the referees out there trying to stop him from fighting once they got counted out. Bronson Reed barely threw any punches. Like, just keep me up. he was fucking tired. I don't know if he was pretending, part of the storyline, but he seemed like he might have been legit fatigued towards the end of that thing. I wouldn't mind this for a little storyline here between Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed, right? Bronson Reed, I think I kind of like what I see. Personality wise, I don't know. We haven't seen much on the microphone. But for a big man, what is he like? At least 300 pounds, 350. He can move around, man, in that ring. He's athletic for a big man. So we'll see. But this is one where it's probably going to be a bunch of fighting. There's not going to be a lot of promos and shit like that. It's going to be like kind of like the Gunther Sheamus feud, just flat out match. It could be kind of fun. We'll see. Let's see here. Then Cody Rhodes has his promo. Pretty much says, goes over everything. When I first came in here, the goal was to beat Seth Rollins. Then I talked about the goal was to after I tore my pack, the goal was to get back from the pack. Then when I came back at Royal Rumble, the goal was to win the Royal Rumble, and then the goal was to win the WWE Champion from Roman Reigns. And now it turns into Brock Lesnar. That's the new one. And he's like, am I scared of Brock Lesnar? Yes, I am scared of Brock Lesnar, but that doesn't mean I don't want to fight him. So he challenges Brock Lesnar to a match at Backlash. So I thought the main event of Backlash was going to be Bad Bunny and Rey Mysterio versus Dominic and Damian Priest. I guess I was wrong. It was like the main event's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. I love Cody Rhodes. He's like so classy. Mr. Heyman, I couldn't beat Roman Reigns, our champion. Like, he's so classy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Cody, you're so classy. He's always wearing a suit. Jesus Christ. It makes me laugh. Let's see here. Let's go around. What else happened? And then can we get the Usos versus the Alpha Academy. Kind of a good little match right here. What the hell is going on, man? Can like this shit stop jumping like this, please? So the Usos versus the Alpha Academy. It was a good little match. At first, the Alpha Academy was all over them, but at the end, the Usos pull it out, man. At the end, they hit the 1D and on Chad Gable, and they win the match. The commentator was like, the Usos have lost their swagger. In the beginning, they were getting beat up, but then at the end, they're like, that's how you do it, man. That's how you get back on track. And then we have the triple. This was probably the one part of the show I wasn't into, because this show didn't have a lot of filler in, but this was something like, and even though it was for to be number one contender for Bianca Belair's champion, I was like, Io Sky, wait, does he keep shit jumping? Io Sky, Michin, and Piper Niven. The winner faces Bianca Belair for the championship. I'm assuming at Backlash. Io Sky wins the match. The match was good, I guess. I just don't care enough about these three girls at the moment. But at least there was a reason, right? The winner was going to get a title shot at Bianca Belair. So at least there was a reason. They did a good job today of every match mattered. Every match mattered. That was good about tonight. So Io Sky is the number one contender for Bianca Belair's championship. And then we get the freaking the main event, man. Kevin Owens with Solo Sikoa. Good match. Kevin Owens, he says before the match, I'm not 100%. He gets interviewed by Byron Sachs. He's like, I'm not 100%, but I'm going to go out there. I know I'm a fool. Neither Matt Riddle or Sami Zayn are here tonight, but I'm going to go out there and fight, man. The whole match, he plays it off, man. Every time he's trying to do a move, my leg. He did a great job of playing it off. At the end, man, they give Solo Sikoa the win. I think they had to. You just can't have Solo Sikoa keep losing, especially after he lost already his first match a few weeks ago to Cody Rhodes. So they give Solo Sikoa the win here, but it was a really good match. And then they start beating him up. The Usos get in there. They start beating him up along with Solo. And it was almost on point. The Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle arriving from the airport. They arrive and they start beating the shit out of Usos and Solo Sikoa. And that's pretty much the end of the show. The Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens standing tall. And the Usos just trying to hold back Solo. Solo wants to get back in the ring and continue to fight. It was a good fit. It was a good show. I thought everything mattered in this show, man. Everything freaking mattered. There was no filler in. Everything mattered, man. Like I said, they even had to make adjustments, right? A lot of the guys weren't there at the start. They said that Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle, they did not arrive on the show until 9:30. The show's over at 10. And they said they didn't get to the arena until 9:30. That's crazy, man. They almost missed it. I don't know what's going on. Was it raining? I don't know what's going on in Seattle, but a lot of the guys cannot get in. And the fact they got in until 30 minutes before the show was over, that is crazy, man. So I'm assuming they were probably flying in since like the morning, afternoon, and the fact they couldn't get in until 9:30, that just tells you how bad the situation was. But I thought this was a good show. We'll see what happens going forward. I think we're gonna have a bunch of. I'm smelling a Uso Sosa versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Matt Riddle 6-man tag team match for Backlash. That's what I'm smelling, but we'll see what happens. But it was a very good show, I thought. Like I said, everything seemed to matter tonight. No fillers, so that's good. But until next time, holla.